Alright, so we're going to do a city tour of Chattanooga and the outskirts cities. We're going to start with Soddy Daisy, which we are on the very south end of right now. We're going to go just kind of run down Dayton Pike, which pretty much runs all the way across the city here, and just check it out and show everyone what Soddy Daisy is and what it has to offer. You see right here on the right, we got the Welcome to Soddy Daisy sign, so here we go. It's established like in the early 1800s. Stroll here. That to the left here takes you up Signal Mountain to another city we're going to hit in this series. So Soddy Daisy is very rural. The population's around 13,000, I believe. And there's quite a few nice subdivisions kind of scattered around. A lot of the ritzier, higher end, I guess, subdivisions are going to be found in the far north end of town, almost to Ray County. And then we've got still nice neighborhoods, just a little more modest, kind of spread throughout the city here. And check it all out and show you what Soddy Daisy is all about. You see just kind of on the sides of the roads here, just some older modest homes kind of spread throughout. Lots of churches. Kind of coming up on the business district here on the south side of town. We have a few red lights, not a ton, but a few. Just a good old country town. Lots of great people. Everyone kind of keeps to themselves, but very neighborly. If someone needs something, everyone's definitely going to be there for them. There's a staple of the community. We got Charlie's Lounge there, pool hall, bar, restaurant. It's pretty popular on weekend nights. Ivy Academy here, which is a newer school here in town, but it's doing phenomenal. It's a middle and high school. Doing a lot of great things. So coming up here to the left, we've got, this goes up to Lake Mountain, where you've got, we'll go this way, where you've got some really nice homes, beautiful views. And there's a golf course up there, Lake Golf Course, where I actually learned to play golf myself. I always called it hillbilly golf. There's boulders everywhere. You got to hit it over boulders to get to the 18th hole. I used to lose the ball in the fairway. It's come a long way in the last couple of decades. I believe they have made it a little bit nicer up there, but you see these beautiful views up here of the mountains. But it is a unique golf course to play. Great little communities here on each side of the road, and these are on the newer side of things. Gorgeous views. So in Soddy Daisy, a lot to do. You've got, especially if you're outdoorsy, lots of hiking, lots of swimming holes, mountain biking. There's a lot of people who do road biking through here, rock climbing, great community for the outdoorsman for sure. Not any nightlife to speak of. I believe Charlie's Lounge back there was about all the nightlife we have to speak of in Soddy Daisy, but so if that's the lifestyle you're looking for, this is not the city for you. But if you're looking to be within 30 minutes of downtown, depending on what part of Soddy Daisy you're going to, you can definitely look in this area. I'm a bit biased, but I love it. So, touching on some of the outdoor things to do, I was just going to run up here, and we have the Blue Hole, which is a popular swimming spot during the heat of the summer. So here we are, like the Blue Hole's back here. You just kind of pull down through here and park and go on a hike. You see the creek? Well, you can't see it, but the creek's all down here to our left. People just like to come back here and sit and watch the water run, or hang out with friends, jump in the water and cool off, hike to some waterfalls. Until it's very popular. On the flip side, we'll go down here real quick. It is beautiful back here. However, you should be very aware that you do not want to leave any valuables in your car, because this area is notorious for cars getting broken into. So you're liable to come back and no longer have your stuff in your car. So that is definitely something to keep in mind if you come to the area and decide to go for a hike and swim. Blue Hole. Sonic on this end of town, kind of sitting out here by itself. Kay's Castle here on your right is a major staple. Been here, I don't know, 40 years or more. Want to get a nice banana split. And if you are from here, Williamson and Sons Funeral Home is most likely where you're gonna go when you check out. Home Folks Restaurants, very popular. Not a personal favorite, but it is very popular, especially amongst the older crowds. Here on the left, you've got Veterans Park, you got a playground, you got a walking track, ball field, and they just took over and made several pickleball courts, which people are, seems to be taking over the world. The Walmart. This is going to be the section of Soddy Daisy that basically has almost all the fast food. There's a couple more further north, and then you saw Sonic back there behind us. There's a great Mexican restaurant off here to your right, El Matete. It's extremely popular. Great people, great food. And there, of course, is Walmart. Taco Bell, Zaxby's, Bojangles, Wendy's, Dunkin' Donuts just come to town. Of course, a Dollar Tree. Just pretty typical of your small town staples. I feel like about anywhere in small town USA, you're gonna see similar businesses at least. And then 27 is running parallel to us over here to the right, which if you're coming from downtown is how you get here in about 20 to 30 minutes, depending on which end of Soddy Daisy you're going to. You can take 27 out of downtown and come through much faster than we're going currently. If you do come to town and you end up finding yourself in need of a set of tires, you got Bean's Tire up here on the right. Great hometown guy. Go in there for a great deal on tires. Get some great stories that you never heard before and some Beanisms. So definitely is a spot to check out if you end up with a nail in your tire or something around here. And just other businesses scattered out, banks, car lots and auto repairs, and just a good old small country town. And up here we're going to have City Hall on the left, and then you want some good local conversation and great food. You got Wimpy's here on the right, this little restaurant on the right. But over on the left, you got a huge playground in the back. You got Poe's Tavern that they put a structure up to commemorate, I guess, the first structure around town back in the early 1800s. Mr. Poe came down and built, I believe it was an inn and a tavern there. They recently constructed that building just to kind of commemorate that from our humble beginnings. It used to be the city of Soddy and the city of Daisy, and somewhere along the way they combined to be Soddy Daisy. If you're going to buy groceries, this is going to be your option up here. You stay in the Soddy area. This Licking Good Donuts right here on the left makes homemade donuts on the daily, and they sell out pretty fast. But yeah, last couple of fast food joints here. We'll take a quick detour and go check out the local high school for those that are going to come to town with little ones. Well, not little ones, but teenagers. There's 27 right there in front of us, which is what you would take in from downtown. You got the Tractor Supply and liquor store, a couple of little small businesses there to the right. Someone joking about us not having that many red lights, but goodness, I sure do seem to be getting caught by all of them. Whew. So one thing that raises eyebrows to those moving from out of town that are not familiar with nuclear plants, this is Sequoia Access Road, and it's named that because it leads into the Tennessee Valley Sequoia nuclear plant, which provides us clean, affordable energy around here, as well as a tremendous amount of great jobs. Chattanooga's finest going there. Alright, so right up here we've got the here in town. Lots of school pride, lots of community involvement and support with sports. Football teams kind of hit or miss throughout the years. We've had some excellent softball, great wrestling. Oh shoot, might be blocked off. Since we're putting on new blacktop. Baseball. Here's kind of a view of the school. This is the side the buses come in, but good sized school. I believe there's, I want to say around 1,600 kids maybe. It was built in the mid 80s. My personal alma mater. You got baseball fields up on the top of the hill here. The football field actually, I believe, is getting a makeover this year, and we're switching to turf, which will be pretty nice for the kids. Speaking of sports and solid academics as well, by the way. Alright, let's get back on track. Okay, getting back to Dayton Pike here after our detour to the school. Towards the north end of town here. Great orthodontist out here. The post office, the middle school. Come up on the lake and ball fields. One thing you do want to keep in mind if you decide to move to Soddy Daisy, a lot of our drive has been paralleled by the train tracks as well. So if you move too close to some of these areas, there's the post office and middle school's on the right. If you move too close to some of these areas, you're going to get a big surprise if you never lived near a set of train tracks. It can be a bit loud at all hours of the day, so I'm going to keep that in mind when you are shopping in the area. Check out the proximity to the railroad tracks. Here's the soccer fields and the wrestling gym. They call it the Round Gym. Semi recently named it after one of our greatest wrestling coaches ever. Those boys, I mean, they make it to state a lot. They do really, really well. They actually won state this year. So as far as a wrestling program, if you're looking to get your kids into that, then Soddy Daisy Kids Club and then into the high school wrestling is top notch. Generals in Soddy Daisy. And then if you did come from downtown and come 27, it's right here on the right, so you would get off there and just turn left and be here in no time. Up here on the right is going to be Soddy Lake. The 4th of July, great car show and people everywhere. Great fireworks at night. It's a big to-do. The water is definitely down right now. It's normally full all the way up here to the edge. They've just got the water lowered for the winter time. And on the left you've got ball fields for the little ones. You've got basketball over there, obviously baseball and softball. Playground. Lots of fields though, great for the kids, great community involvement. It's part of the Soddy Daisy Kids Club there. One of our local Soddy Daisy police officers is extremely involved and does great with the kids there. It's a lot of fun. Nice little park here off to the right. Again, that's normally when they let the water up. That'll be full of water there on both sides. We're almost to the far north end of town now. Not too much further this direction. You're going to come up on Ray County. So about to the far end of Hamilton County, which is where Soddy Daisy is. A lot of the newer construction that's happening in town is happening on this end. There is some back towards the south side, but a lot of the newer construction is a little more towards this end of town. So this is the end of Dayton Pike, and it actually pushes us out onto 27 here. Go a little bit further up, just kind of. So getting out this way, you're getting a little closer to, depending on how far back off the road you go, you're starting to push the 30, 35, maybe even 40-minute trip to downtown. And then actually right behind us, we kind of bypassed it, but right behind us, if you take 111, you go towards Dunlap, you will, there's another popular swimming hole there. Yet another Dollar General. so right now we're pretty far north in Soddy Daisy, almost to the outskirts, like I said. If you are looking to move to town, there's a couple of great lots right here to the left that are for sale. Come build your dream home. Got a nice community off to the left here. Nice homes all down to the left. Beautiful home there in front of us. That was one of our excellent builders here in town. He did amazing work. You got Goose Creek here to your right, which was built by another great builder. There's a trademark building, and you got someone else that's taking it over now, finishing it up, but it's a great development. So I'm going to take it kind of back off the way a little bit here. Wrap this up. Subdivision here to the right, Lennox Point. Nice homes in there in the high fours, up into the sevens, I want to say. You have a nice subdivision on the left. You got a nature trail back there on the, on the right. Nature trail back there on the left. Affordable homes there in the mid threes to low fours. And this is another great neighborhood out here. A lot to offer. So out here you're probably pushing at least 35, maybe 40 minutes to downtown Chattanooga, if that's where you're trying to get to. The subdivision is called Emerald Bay. It's kind of unique. There's like 5 subdivisions, I believe, inside this one subdivision. So it's a bit peculiar. Swimming pool, clubhouse at the very front of the neighborhood. Don't mind being this far out. It's a beautiful option. Most of these homes are going to be 400 and up. I know some back in the back that are being built in the 700s, and then there's some actually out on the river, go north of that even. But you got Emerald Lake, which is its own little subdivision to the right. You got Patton Place to the left here, which is its own subdivision. Somewhat similar homes, but they're a little more modest than Emerald Bay or the subdivision at the very back, which is Barrington Point. Kind of a mixture of builders in here. It's not all developed by just one builder, but very similar homes. A lot of these were built by Trademark here on the left as well. Just a gorgeous neighborhood, very large neighborhood. We don't have a lot. We don't have a lot like this in Soddy Daisy, but this one is definitely a gorgeous neighborhood. And straight on back are some homes on the river. You got subdivision to the right there, and you've got Barrington Point in here. This is a gorgeous subdivision. The St. Jude Dream Home was built in here by G.T. Issa, who volunteers his time every year to that great cause. Several builders in this one as well. G.T. Issa builds. He's building a lot of the newer ones, and he's a great local builder. Getting more kind of into the high fives, into the sevens back in here. A little playground for the kids. Several ponds with fountains through this neighborhood, which are a lot of the homes are pointed at, which is a nice feature. And then, you know, we have boat ramps nearby. Launch your boat, go fishing, skiing, whatever you want to do. Get on the river here. You can get out to the Tennessee River relatively quickly. Yeah, so that's Soddy Daisy. If you have any questions, or if there's anything you'd like to see that we didn't show, feel free to reach out and let us know. We're more than happy to help you in any way we can. Hope you enjoyed.